Take out white rice flour, and that's what you'll use to help roll your dough out. And you'll sprinkle white rice flour in the bottom of your pie plate, and you just kind of roll it in the pan, because you won't be able to get it to roll in between the two sheets of wax paper or anything else, because it will come apart whenever you try to take the wax paper off.
So it never goes on a board?
No, I always roll it out in the pan.
And you have to use this special roller to do it?
Yeah, because it's the only kind that'll fit in there, in the pan.
Well, I see there's one end is small and one end is larger.
Right.
That's for different areas of the pan?
No, not necessarily. You can use whichever you want.
Does that little roller have a name? Is it called a pastry roller or something? Or?
It is a certain kind of pastry roller.
And then you mash it with your hands. Is that to crimp the edges? Or is that to spread it out?
It's to spread it out and to give you your definition of your pie plate. These kind of crusts can stand a lot more handling than your traditional pie crust. And they'll still be very tender and taste really, really good.
And then you make the ruffles around the edges?
Yeah.
And at this point you decide if you want a baked crust or an unbaked crust, like for pumpkin pie?
Correct.
So baked would be...
If you're going to do a two-crust pie, obviously you're not going to crimp it at this point.
Two-crust pie is like an apple pie with a crust on top.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Mom. About it.
You have to have a silk pad. You dust it heavily with white rice flour, and then you keep doing this, and you can use the large end here of the roller.
This is for a top crust.
This is for a top crust. And that you'll notice that it's going to flop over onto the pie easy. So that's what you have to have, that it's not sticking at all.
It's called a silk pad?
It's a silicone pad, is what
Silicone.
it is. Silk pad
Okay.
is what they call them. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, get the pad.
This is how to apply the top crust of a two-crust pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you flip it down with the silk pad?
You flip it down with the silk pad, then go ahead and seal your edges. Trim them.
Seal first, trim after. Always good to remember. That's the same as a regular pie, right?
Yeah, I think so. Been so long since I made a regular pie. Okay, and then crimp.
And do you cut little slits in the top?
Yeah,
also?
so I will do that in just a minute. Then, this is what I do. You don't have to do that.
What is that?
This is melted butter.
So you just melt some butter and then pour it on top and butter it?
Put it around. Makes for a beautiful crust on top. And this side here that didn't quite get enough crimping, you can just go ahead and add it in. The beauty of this kind of a crust. And sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar, brown sugar. That's my timer going off, but my other pie crust in the oven should be done. And this is an apple pie.
So you just stab it with the knife.
Yeah, a lot of times. That's it.
Thank you. And those are the pies. Now you had to prick those to make those, right?
Yeah.
There's the 2 coconut cream pie shells, unbaked. There's the apple pie, finished. And there's the 5 pies, 2 coconut cream finished, the 3 pecan pies, and the 1 apple pie. Mmm.